Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope everyone is okay. Um, so this will be part 2 of the compilation of videos of Gruffalo. It might even just be one more after this because I'm trying to cut it down as best as possible, but making sure that you get the gist of what I'm saying. Okay, so I think I left off kind of saying that he was doing like really weird things and acting strange, and things just didn't make sense, and the way he spoke was, you could tell he was lying. Anyway, so I did take a bit of liberties actually. Is it liberties? I don't know. He wanted me to go wherever he was going, like touring wise, or like gigs and stuff that was in London. And because I like music, I went. But he knew what the score was. So, but I don't think he didn't tell anyone anything. He just likes to pretend that everything's great. And I even heard him saying to someone that we was getting married. But don't get me wrong, in the beginning, I was like, oh, he seems okay. And I told a couple of my friends, oh, I think I'm going to get married to him. Get your hat out and all that. But that was before I realised like what his personality is really like. I'm not one for constant hugs and kisses and getting your leg over. Getting your leg over basically. But not much really happened with the leg over business because he couldn't giddy up. He couldn't giddy up. It was done. Not that he didn't attempt. Well, after a while, I was like, God, where's that Anne Summers book? Let me find something to sort myself out. How can you have a man in your life, potentially going to be your partner, and don't satisfy you? What's that all about? Anyway, so I went to some of his gigs with him. One particular one that I went to, he was playing with a sound that is quite popular, sound system that is quite popular in Norwich. And so when it was all going on, I thought, okay, I need to go downstairs now because I'm hurting, so I need to sit down. And I actually stayed there till the end because you could hear the music from down there anyway. There were just more seats. And then he come down looking all, I don't know if you noticed, but when people are happy, sexually, but not obviously not from me, but or happy that you're getting the attention, his eyes were proper glistening. He come down, sat opposite me, and then this lady come down, and then literally she was all over him. She didn't kiss him or anything, but she was like rubbing his hand and being all, well, you know what I mean. And I'm thinking, so potentially you're supposed to be with me, but you're letting that lady fill you up. It's okay. I know what kind of game you're playing. I ain't a jealous person. I don't have time for that. So I looked her up on Facebook just to be nosy, and I think every time he went to Norwich, he was sleeping with her, I guess. I mean, like I said, not much action went on, but maybe because I weren't his type, just looking somewhere to live, someone to ponce off of. But that's cool. It's just like I was going off of him anyway. Um, what else? So he's doing that, and these two girls was all over him. They spilt their drink on him, and he's like, what? Oh, that kind of thing. But you can see he was loving the attention. I thought, look at this idiot. He's making out like he's Biggie. Oh, Tupac or something. Idiot. What else? Yeah, I went a couple more places with him. Sat down, enjoyed the music. One time we went to Norwich, but I think we were just going to visit a nice married couple. And so basically, he had to pay for the tickets. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Normally, if he's due to play with a band or sound or what system or whatever, they pay for travel. So yeah, he paid for the ticket this time round. Cheap ass motherfucker. When the other guys pay for the tickets, they're 40, £50 because of the time of year or the day or whatever. He paid £5 each way for the tickets for both of us. So I might as well say 20 quid. But if they was to give him that 20 quid ticket, he wouldn't have had it. So yeah, they gave him. He bought those cheap ass tickets. Going was okay, but coming back, the tickets were for 5:30 in the morning. So these events finish up Norwich. They finish about 2ish, 2:30 maybe, one or two. Um, so and everyone's that drinks is pissed. That could have dropped us to the bus station. Um, but everyone was pissed. It's just so annoying. Everyone was pissed. So he got paid. He got paid. All the singers and MCs got paid, and he was trying to say that he doesn't have any cab fare to get down to the bus station. I'm like, oh, what the hell's going on here? So earlier on, M got him some cough mixture, which was about £5 or whatever because he was coughing. But I told him off because he didn't even give her the money. At least offer. If she says no, it's okay, then fine. Anyway, she took it, just put it on the side, and in the end, she ended up giving him back the £5 because the cab come and got us. But he had like maybe £250 in his pocket. What a tight ass. And yes, it was only us at the bloody coach station. So I thought, oh, I haven't slept yet, so I'm gonna probably nod off. So I went to the back of the bus. Bearing in mind, there must have been maybe 3 people on the bus scattered around, and then us, so 5. So I went and sat at the back of the bus, and he come and sat right next to me. I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? Why are you sitting so close to me? Look how much space there is on the bus. And in part 1, I said that he doesn't hardly sleep. So I told him to move down. There's space. Or trying to say it as nice as possible. Anyway, so he moved in his corner. He's just staring at me. I couldn't give 2 flying shits. I don't want you sitting up my ass. Anyway, he nodded off, and he was proper rolling all over the place, literally. And I thought, thank goodness I told him to move, because he would have passed out on me. But if he'd done that, I would have move. Anyway, got back to London. So it takes like 2.5, 3 hours by coach to go to Norwich and back. Well, 2.5 hours both ways. So we got to Victoria. So maybe it was about just after 7 we got back to Victoria, and he's like, I'm hungry. I said, okay, well, I'm telling me for the Sainsbury's over there. Come home, sorting myself out, getting ready to go to sleep, and he's like, oh, can't we go to a cafe or something? It's just like he thinks he's some kind of invincible person who has to be doing things all the time. So you go to the cafe, go wherever the hell you like, I'm going to sleep. Now, he had some snotty nose kind of cold thing going on, and I said to him, don't come near me with that cold, because I don't want it. Anyway, so I went to lay down. He decided he's coming to lay down, and I was facing inwards, so he'll be facing inwards as well. And then I'm telling you, he was literally going breathing his fucking germs on me. I don't know what stops me from punching him in the mouth. Again, I'm not a violent person, but if you... Anyway, long story short, I caught the nastiness he gave me. I was sick as a dog, but it was I think it was a sinus infection. I've never seen such acid yellow in my life. It's like every time I blew my nose to clear it, it will come straight back. I thought, you fucking bastard. What? Ugh. You know, that went on for like, I think it was 3.5 weeks. No point going doctors. They're not going to give you anything. Except maybe antibiotics or whatever. But anyway, it went. So basically, because I didn't want to go out with him to eat, he thought he'd come and do that. Nasty. I mean, some people may think it's trivial, but I don't. I don't like spitefulness and nastiness. So, after a while, I started going up Norwich by myself to stay with the couple and just see them, basically, and see some of the other guys that's there. There wasn't no events going on. But they said that they don't want him back in their house because he ate them out of house and home, stunk, didn't wash properly, lied. So I wouldn't want him back in my house either, to be honest. Right, so I'm gonna actually I think I'll make it just 2 parts. So all shits like that still went on. Tried to he stayed in the front room, which I think is the place that he normally stays in a relationship, because why would you stay in the front room? Do you know what I mean? But he don't sleep, so whatever. He just carried on talking to people, boasting he's got this, he's got that, he's got this money, and when he comes over to see him, he's gonna, get hire a car to drive them around, and then bullshit. But they're in Jamaica, he's here, so they don't know what he's actually like. And quite a lot of women like men who's got money, so they will, pander to his needs, I guess, if that's what you say. So by the time it came to Christmas, I thought, you know what? Nah. So I met him in October, October, and so we was supposed to be together since from October to December. But I thought, you know what? Nah. And I am not one for verbal conversation. Like in a negative way kind of thing. I'm not gonna stand there arguing with you while you're talking over me. I'm talking over you. Anyway, so he's always got his phone. I text him. It was 28th of December. I text him and said, like, look, this ain't working out. You need to get out, basically, long and short of it. Then he come bursting in the room saying, oh, I wasn't expecting this. What's all this about? What's all this about? You know exactly what the fuck it's all about. You can't stay here no more. You supposedly got so many friends and da. Go and ponce off of them. How about that? Anyway, didn't really speak to him after that. Passing conversation. I'll be like in here on my phone of the evening, and then it's by December it's dark, isn't it? So I was gonna go sleep, and then all of a sudden I heard the door open, because remember I'm a light sleeper. I heard the door open. He decides that he's gonna hang up some clothes and a jacket that his cousin got him for Christmas. His cousin didn't get him shit for Christmas. No one likes him. Family trying to avoid him, everything. But you find out things as you go along, do you know what I mean? Anyway, trying to, hanging up his clothes, and I think he's just trying to spook me out. Anyway, I needed to pee, so I just got up and went peeing. He's like, you alright? I don't even think I answered. So you thought that I didn't know you was in there. You thought you asked me if I'm alright, so I'll jump out my skin. Oh, God, I am not into game playing. Anyway, so I said, you can move out sooner rather than later. Then he said a couple of days after, and that said he's been to a place, viewed a couple of places, but there's too much money or some excuse. I'm like, okay. Then he showed me this picture of where he's going to be moving to. It was a child's bedroom, because you can see the toys and stuff in there. He said that she's going to clear it out and he can stay there, but she's got to get the window seal fixed. Some made up bullshit story. I like, well, yeah, whatever. So you thought you could take a picture off the internet and show me that guess where you're potentially moving, but it's not going to be ready till about 6 weeks. F off out of my face. So in the end, he went in March. But from January to March, didn't say to him. And remember, well, in part one, I was saying that he liked to do all the washing up and cooking and stuff. He didn't do ish, but I wasn't too well, and I was stressed and stuff, so I weren't eating much. But there wasn't nothing to eat anyway. I always have some sort of cereal, so I had that, and that done me for the day. He ate everything. He didn't go shopping. He didn't put no money towards no shopping. Didn't say anything. But I didn't go shopping either, because I can make something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so he went the first week of March. So before he went, I went to my sister's to babysit, and I thought, I hope he is out by the time I get back, because then I will have to open my mouth and get ghetto, you know what I'm saying? But all the way home I was panicking and getting a bit anxious, and I just didn't want to have that conversation with him, basically. But I opened the door, and I can tell I was pushing something on the floor, which was my keys, and I thought, oh, thank God. Checked in the bedroom, all his stuff was gone. Yeah. So, me being, I don't know what the word is. Okay, so I still went to some events where he was playing, but I went with other people, because I just like the music, and there's nothing wrong with the other people. It's just him. Didn't speak to him or nothing. So yeah, that ended that part. But he kept ringing me about minimum of 10 times a day, and he had nothing to say. What do you want? What do you want? If I weren't ringing, he was texting. And when you're on the phone to someone else, it says the caller's on another line or whatever. I could hear the beeping going on until it actually cut off. So if I'm talking to someone, why would I want to come off the phone to talk to you? Anyway, I was actually first time I was actually speaking to the lady up Norwich about him. And she's like, oh my goodness. And the only reason he actually went, because she said to him, he thought he'd phone and grass me up or tell them that I told him to get out, basically. And she just said to him, well, if he's told you to get out or go, you need to go. And I'm thinking, so you only went because someone else told you to. But it's good, because it could have been not a pretty situation. Do you know what I'm saying? I've learnt my lesson. I haven't dated anyone since, because I just don't want to. And the fact that I'm in piggy agony every day, so how am I going to be that affectionate with people? I just don't want no one touching me. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, the moral of the story really is to say, get to know someone properly. I mean, I know you all get all excited in the beginning of relationships and stuff, but you need to get to know the person. I effed up. I do blame myself, because I let my guard down, but I just assumed that he would be a decent person. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Lesson learned. I think he stopped phoning me. So he buggered off in 2018, and up until 2019 he was still calling me. I was going to college, and I had a unknown number. Now, I don't normally answer unknown numbers, but I just thought, so I said hello, and then he's like, oh, hi Yvette, how are you? I'm like, what? If I don't answer you with all the numbers that you've got, what makes you think I'm going to talk to you when you phone with another number? So he said, he asked how I was. I said, fine. I just hanged up the phone. And I never heard from him since. I think he was still telling people that we was an item, we getting married, because I see some people and they're saying, like, asking me how he is. I said, I don't know. I've got nothing to do with him anymore. And he was like, oh, kind of surprised. Anyway, so the last phone call was 2019 when I picked up when I shouldn't have picked up. Didn't speak to him for the rest of the year really. Deleted him off everything. Yeah, deleted him off everything. And then April 2020. His birthday's in April. Can't remember which day it is. But anyway, so in April, I think I slept in quite late, and when I looked at my phone, I had like 16 missed calls from 3 different people who I knew. I knew their name was there, and a couple of messenger messages. Anyway, I phoned the lady that phoned me from Norwich, and she said, Gruffalo's dead. Well, she used his proper name, but she said, Gruffalo's dead. I'm like, okay. I mean, okay. Sorry for their loss, whoever's loss it would be. But why was everyone phoning to tell me? I don't know. I can't have no remorse or feelings or whatever you want to call it for someone who took the piss out of me. So I said, oh, okay, shame, thanks for letting me know, kind of thing. And then I went round responding to everyone else. Now, he started seeing this lady, but I don't know. I think he was just trying to sleep with her, but it didn't happen. Because she told that day when they said that he died, she told me that he tried to sleep with her, but he couldn't, you know. And she told me, she said about his bad hygiene, this, that, the other, this, that, the other. But the thing with this lady, she knew him from when they was younger. So I'm like, okay, you must know his personality better than me. And I say that because they got a loan on a shop that her mum left to her before she passed away. It was a hairdresser's. So he got her to remortgage it, basically, so they can open a computer shop upstairs or something like that, some technology thing. Anyway, they didn't pay it was 2 of them. It was him and another idiot friend that trying to act like they're businessmen when they don't actually have no money, ponce off everybody else to get what they want. So now this, because it's a shop, it's thousands, isn't it? But they didn't pay a red cent. And I think she was a bit upset with me because I told her that I knew. And then she's saying that I should have told her. But you was talking to me like I'm some sort of dog. You knew him from when you was little. You all grew up together. So obviously you know him. So you trust him to pay the money. But what he does is he does the calculations. He was good at maths. Does the calculations. He done the calculations and put the proposal to her, kind of thing, spreadsheet and all that, earnings and all that. So it's your choice. Even if I knew, do you know what? Even my sister, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Where money's concerned, it can go down very badly. So I wouldn't do that. Madness. So I do think she's pissed at me because I didn't tell her. But what would me telling her do? She don't know me. She knows him. I don't know. She could have just thought I was being bitter or whatever. Anyways, I think I will leave it there. There was loads of other issues that went on while he was here. He broke so many things, effed up everything. So where he pissed all over the toilet, he also peed all over his feet. So therefore he's treading it all over the bloody flat. So I had to clean it. That was one of the worst things, cleaning up after dirty shit. Anyway, I'll stop rambling now and I'm going to go. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, please. And just remember, those who don't know or whatever, just have to get to know the person properly before you get acquainted, before you have children, the whole shebang. Anyway, bye for now. See you on another video. Bye.